All right, Marcos. So here's the jobs list. Now it's active and completed. If there's a red dot, that means the material hasn't been ordered. Um, and then yellow dot is material on order, and then green dot is material is arrived. So let's go into um, green. Let's just say I wanna. There's no production steps because it's a vinyl job. Fence style, um, chain link, and then material list. So you could like add items here. 2-inch top rail. So that's not an item. So then you would go to not an inventory. 2-inch top rail. 100 feet. He's gonna put the pricing on here, but don't worry about it for now. And then you go add item, and then we have like some shit here. Delete this. Delete. You could delete items. Um, Once you feel comfortable here, you're gonna publish the job page, and then it's there. Um, we're gonna So budgets. The gross profit is calculated off this number on the right hand. So say Green's material cost went to 1,700, right? And crew budget is actually 400, or no, 950, and then manufacturing total was 600. Now we're at 30% gross profit. It's taken off the old numbers. This is like metal gates. So I would book production steps here. One thing that like I could do here is send to production. Okay. This is looking for the next available dates for our production. So let's approve the steps. And then I'm gonna go back to green. Now it's got all this fucking mumbo jumbo, right? Packaging might stay. It's having a package it tomorrow because Dorito doesn't have anything on his schedule. Same with Johnny. But I'm gonna, delete these for now. But that's how you would just like automatically book a job once the material list is done. A lot of clicking and unclicking. I have to have him, once he's done with the major core work, I'll have him like figure out the back button because it kind of kicks you out too much. And then, so I'm just deleting these steps now. And then you would be able to change the material status, and then all the budgets. You're able to add a fence style if you want to change a fence style, which maybe for another day. Install, like I could edit the install date and then the team. Material list, you already know how to do this. Once you're done, you hit publish to job page. Job photos, if you want to add a photo at any time of the day, you could go there. And then order notes is basically like the ticket that the shop's gonna read. Bring core drill. So you could really call out notes on here and then save them. And then all these numbers in ops review. Once we do ops review properly and these numbers are updated, that completely dictates cash position. So that's huge. And then this is big for like, all right, what the fuck do we need to do? What do we need to get together? Yada, yada, yada. But it's showing that we have 100 jobs, and these are the jobs we have to buy material. So Rosner, we obviously bought, so I have to update that. Let's do that live. So I'm gonna go to jobs, Rosner, Material arrived. I know he's got 2 tickets, so it's fucked up. So it was at, I don't know if that up to 8,700 now. So like you see how it's working. You could click in to see what material do we have to buy. Statement in Stones, Rosemary. We bought that. 8383. 8383. Material arrived. So this just gives us a ton of flexibility and visibility into forecasting and planning on what we need money wise, and then like where we're going. We're rebuilding the inventory thing based off some of your notes from us meeting fucking a year ago about it. Yeah. So like Heartland facility, the material cost is $33.36. Okay. I know it's not that. I'm gonna go, or $33.36. I'm gonna say 5,000. Okay. Now, right? I keep clicking that one. Cash forecast is the thing of the future. Cash position, material cost, Heartland facilities just jumped to the top, one of the biggest ones. That's fucking badass. So basically, it's a really good fucking system. And I'm not taking all the credit for it. This is David kind of took the ball and ran with it, but I think it gives you enough to work with. Like, eventually we'll be all here. We still have to jump around a little bit to see, like, I don't know, fucking service request I was just on. Super calendar. The calendar needs work on it. I think that, but yeah, let me go back to the dashboard to explain something here too. Cash position, where the numbers come from. All right, so material, we know. Ramp balance is everything in ramp besides the salesman and the loans is ramp balance. There's some material in there. There's some inventory purchases that I have to make that are showing here. Crew payouts. So if I quickly look, like I know we have $40,000 worth of invoices that Sienna has submitted that we have to get our money together. So that's taken from the 154, but this is like jobs that Friends and Misa and all these guys are due based off the crew payout thing that we do now. And then this is just like future work. Here's a fucking brief rundown of what we think, and these numbers could all be adjusted. Say yes, Madison changes to 1,500 because Rick is Rick. Then we just adjust the number to 1,500, and then it shows up in here as a future bill due for 1,500. Commissions, these are unpaid commissions. Once JP uploads an invoice to Ramp, they're taken off this list. So I'm going to revert back on what I was saying there. For ramp balance, you're taking the total balance, which is at the top right of ramp, and then you're subtracting the loans, and then crew payout, not commissions. And then that gives you that number, because crew payout is you take this number minus the ramp balance, and then you get this number. Commissions is in there, and then projected overhead. This is updated weekly. I think it's 240 now because we spent $10,000 a week on overhead. This is just a rolling total that'll get us to the end of the year. Save that. And then like eventually we will break down our rent and blah 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 to get us what that to get us to that 240. Then the incoming is what jobs are owed to us, and then you start at all the big boys. So this is what we're chasing, you know what I mean? And that's a total, all these jobs are pretty much booked, so Warren owe us money. So this is all the money owed to us by everybody. And then inventory, I have a pretty good guess at what our inventory is, with including money that we've ordered. I'm just trying to give us a cash position on this. So if we don't order anything else, we have $450,000 worth of inventory. The thing is that a lot of the bills on this 450 in inventory are in here. So like they're pretty close. And then what's missing from this sheet is Reclaiming Chicago, just because we took everything back and I wanted to do an individual breakdown. So this is going to go up by 600,000. Outstanding material total needs me and you need to go through it. Crew payout, same. So on and so on. Let me know what you think